One of the most common questions I get asked around this time of year is, Scott, I'm getting lean everywhere except a couple of trouble spots. It's midsection for men and lower body for women, specific to the thighs and the buttocks region. It has a lot to do with the density of fat storage receptors in those areas. But again, people saying I'm losing body fat all over except those trouble spots, what do? I got some solutions for you. I can send you the free stubborn body fat burning special report, no strings attached, scott@infinityfitness.com. And this report's going to explain how you shut off the fat storage receptors, which again are very plentiful in the midsection for men, causing the belly fat to be very stubborn. And there are also a high density of fat storage receptors in the lower body for women, specific again usually to the thighs and the buttocks. Some women also have them in the midsection too. So you can do anything you want with nutrition and training. If you don't have the strategies in place to shut off those fat storage receptors and to do several other things, losing stubborn body fat is very difficult, highly difficult, which is why many people don't ever achieve it. You know, they may lose overall body fat, they can do very well in other areas, but those stubborn areas really cling on to that body fat, and it has a lot to do with primal things. Fat cells are involved, hormones, fat storage receptors, and many other things. So Dr. Serrano and I have been able to put together several strategies that will help you chip away at that stubborn body fat. And one thing to point out is we have billions of fat cells, and they're all over the body. We're born with them. We can gain more by eating the wrong things. And those fat cells can swell, which creates an appearance of higher levels of body fat. It is, in essence, a higher level of body fat because the cells are increased in size. One of the difficulties billions of fat cells have is that toxins store in the fat. Now, if you have a lot of toxins, let's say commercially raised beef or other foods that are common in the food supply now, it can make it more difficult for the fat cells to function. As a result, they cannot use stored fat as fuel as efficiently, even if you're in a caloric deficit and even if you're doing a lot of exercise, right? So if your fat cells aren't working well, you're going nowhere fast. So one of the things I recommend highly to clients, and have been doing so for well over 20 years, is consuming organically raised food sources, especially proteins and dietary fats, because the composition of those organically raised protein and dietary fat sources is they don't have a lot of these toxins. They don't have exogenous hormones. For example, cows that are commercially raised are injected with estrogen to make them fatter, so they sell more at auction. You don't want that crap in the food you're eating. They're also fed cement chips at auction to make them weigh more. You don't want that either. So there's a lot of toxins in the commercially raised foods. You want to avoid those. But again, email me and I'll send you the free stubborn body fat burning special report, and it'll tell you how to chip away at that stubborn body fat. And you can also send me questions, scott@infinityfitness.com, 7 days a week. For over 20 years, I've been helping people earn great success. And while you're in the middle of the summer, no better time than now to kick it into high gear with strategies to help you chip away at that stubborn body fat that actually don't take a lot of time. It's about being efficient and having a high productivity with exercise and nutrition plans, so I can help save you time, help you earn a higher quality of life. Scott@infinityfitness.com.